Let's catch up. It's been a while, hasn't it? I can't actually believe how long it's been. I don't think we've done a video like this. Well, the last time we sat down was to talk about, my PTSD and everything like that. And I opened up, funnily enough, around this time last year for the very first time with you guys. And so much has happened since then. We've had weekly vlogs, we've had catch up with me's, we've had lots of travel, and it's been really fun interacting with all of you guys through the comments and seeing you guys in person as well. JFR Productions turns 4 this year, and I can't quite believe it, and we've got some fun things planned for the 4th anniversary. We last caught up in November, we had a little chat in December, and so much has happened in that time, so we're going to touch on some of that today through your questions which you guys asked me through my socials. So thank you so much for those. Honestly, there's some real fun, juicy ones that I've not answered before. So yeah, thanks for your creativity, guys. I can't answer them all because the video will be ultra long, but we're going to try and get most of them done today. Are you ready? So we're going to start off with the obvious. Have you dyed your hair? Yeah. I know so many of you loved the blonde. I did too. I still do. But if I'm honest with you guys, and I touched on this a little bit on Instagram, when I started writing Felix Asher for maybe nearly 5 years ago now, I was kind of looking at where my life was going next. By the way, I'm not going off in a different direction. This does relate to the hair. I was looking at calling the book originally Before I'm 30, and I was gonna have it all written before I was 30. Obviously, plans changed. I started this YouTube channel, which, has grown into something more than I ever thought it would. It's, as I say before, it's not about the views, it's not about the likes. It's great, all of that is great, but it's mainly about building a connection with others that feel the same things that I do. Not in the same ways, but in different ways as well. So obviously we started that in July 2022, officially July, but really it was kind of September, which I've spoken about loads of times. And when I was writing that book, I was looking at what I wanted to be, and I thought, you know what, I've always wanted to be blonde. I was blonde as a child, but my hair got dark, obviously. A lot of kids do. And I just went for it. And that was kind of the beginning of just going for it and, grabbing the life by its horns, as they say, I think. And it just went from there and spiraled in the best way possible. So was blonde for a long time. And I kind of then felt like, because I've recorded myself as blonde, got to keep going with that, which I know is so silly. I did try and go back to brown a couple of years ago, and it just didn't work. It didn't feel right. And if I'm honest, at that point in my life, it probably didn't feel like me either, because although, you guys were following me through that time, I've mentioned a lot, there was times when I was struggling as well, and I wasn't really open with you guys back then. So I kind of went back to blonde, and that really felt like me back then. But I think as the years went on, I know this sounds so silly, it kind of felt like a caricature, like a JFR caricature, like there he is, blonde bombshell, there's Jack, But obviously through that time I've been continuing to write the Stay Happy Felix Asher story, my story, and I've sort of discovered myself again, the person I was before, a lot of the trauma hit all those years ago. So I kind of like this. I really like this. I like who I am, and I don't really need to try and be someone else for someone else. Does that make sense? I know it's kind of deep, like you asked if my hair has been dyed, but there's always a deeper meaning behind everything, I think. And I'm happy with this right now. I've grown out the fade, like this is more, I guess, like a natural version of myself, which, yeah, I feel really comfortable with for the first time in a long time. And I'm going to embrace it for as long as I want. I'm not saying the blonde's not coming back, so if you do like that, then, you know, it will probably make an appearance again in the future. But right now, this is where we're at. This is me. I'm happy with it. So yeah, I have dyed my hair, sort of. But this is natural. This is me. This is me. Okay, fun one. So I have kind of touched on this in the Felix Asher story. So if you guys haven't read that already, it is available now on Amazon. So many of you have bought it, read it on Kindle and loved it, which is a real good thing because, you know, it's the first book I've ever written and yeah, my heart and soul's in that. So, and you know, I wanted to do it in a really creative way, and we had a lot of fun last December when it was released, and yeah, it's inspired me to obviously write again, and yeah, keep going with that because I used to love doing it as a child. So why do we drop these things as kids? Why, like, as we grow old? Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Keep doing the things we love. There's no age limit. But the question is, and a couple of you have actually asked this in the questions, how did you and Ash first meet? Well, we met through a mutual friend and the rest is history. So yeah, I did sort of like touch on that in a creative way in the book, which you guys, some of you will know, Geo, and yeah, we met through a mutual friend and we connected and we've been stuck with each other ever since in the best way possible. Yeah, I love him. Oh, okay. I get asked this question a lot, and if I'm honest, I don't really know. No, I do know. That's a lie. Where is your current dream destination to visit? New Zealand. That is a place I would love to visit one day. It's probably like, no, there's another one actually. I've got New Zealand and another one on my bucket list, which I don't want to put out into the world because Ash might say no. And I don't want to get anyone excited and I don't want to get myself excited either. But yeah, New Zealand is one I'd love to go, but right now in my life, I'm content with the fact that it might not happen. Because it's so far away, we would have to, because me and Ash both work full time. Okay, I've mentioned that a lot. Like, this is a side thing for us. And it's a lot of work, but it's really like fun. We love doing it and it's a bonding thing for us as well. So we like doing it. And with work, like the other work, we couldn't get that length of time off together really, like in total, because I think we'd need like 3 weeks to really properly go for it, because it's a long way away. I know we went to China, but New Zealand is like, isn't it like a day away? So yeah, it just wouldn't, I don't think it'd work for like just a 2-week break. But we'll see, never say never, but that is a place I'd love to visit without a doubt. Oh, gorgeous. I watch YouTube videos on it all the time. Yeah, I mean, it's where Lord of the Rings was filmed, like The Hobbit and everything. So, yeah, maybe one day. If not, I will live through everyone else's YouTube videos of it. But yeah, we'll see. Never say never. I never thought this would happen. I never thought China would happen. I never thought I'd release a book. I never thought I would have the best friends in strangers. So, yeah, who knows? The world is our oyster. And when I say our, I mean our, everyone's. So, yeah, keep dreaming. It could happen. There's one here that has been asked. I'm not going to answer it yet because, yeah, it's really juicy. And they're really like, they want me to answer it. But there's another one which I really like. What are your biggest goals for 2026? To keep going the way it has so far. Like, to have fun, to enjoy life, to worry less. I mean, as the years go on, if I'm honest, I am worrying less and less and less. Especially what people think. Like, because ultimately it doesn't really matter, does it? As long as you're a kind person, you're doing the right thing, and you're having fun with it, who cares? Who cares? So yeah, to just continue being like that, really, that's my goal. I don't have any like professional goals or anything like that, just to continue myself being happy, continuing to make you guys happy, and oh no, I do actually, to continue with my weight loss, which I will talk about later on, because one of the questions is that, to continue with it, because I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling in a really good place, and yeah, just want to continue having fun. 2026 is so fun, and yeah, I love it. Okay, so the next question is from our friends over at Life with Dogs and Coffee. Love your videos, so yeah, thank you for asking it. Would you and Ash ever think about quitting your jobs, or like a gap year or two, and travel around the world and go to places you never ever never even imagined? Difficult one. Some days I think, oh, let's do that, you know. But on the realistic scale, I think I love that people can do that, truthfully. I love that. And I really love the idea of eventually maybe living abroad somewhere. But the places I'm thinking about, they're not what you guys would expect me to say. Or maybe they are. But the thing is, for us, we love our home comfort as much as we love travelling, and I think I've said this before. So although we love seeing the world and showing you guys the new places, we can have that and both, I think, like, because ultimately I do love living here. You know, I love my life here. You know, we've got Nala, and we've got our family and, you know, friends, and ultimately, like, Ash is my best friend that, you know, I've never had. Like, I think it's lovely to have that in a partner, because you can have your best friends, which I do, and then like your partner is something different, you know. So ultimately, as long as we've got each other, we could be anywhere. But I would miss everything else, truthfully, and so would Ash. I know he would. And we love doing things here too. So I think no, right now, no. We like showing the world, but we also like doing stuff here too. But again, who knows? Who knows? Never say never. Maybe one day we'll be in a position where we're like, let's pack up and move. But I don't think I would want to travel place to place. Yeah. But I love that for anyone that does, you know? Love that. What an exciting life to do. Like, do you know what I mean? Wake up in a different destination. Love that when we do that on our breaks. But yeah. So I hope that answers your question. I hope. Ooh, love this. What are you most proud of besides your channel and the Stay Happy community you've built? Something we may not know about. Thanks, Trail and Trekker. Thank you. What am I most proud of? To be honest, I am deep. I go deep. Let's be honest here. The thing I'm most proud of is to go through all of that and still like have this view on life. Because a lot of people out there, like, they would let it break them and think, oh, life's shit. Pardon my language, but do you know what I mean? But I don't think that way. I think life's so beautiful. You know, there's some nasty people in the world, but there's the most loveliest people in the world. And how can you hate the world when, you know, I'm looking out my window right now and, you know, the sun's shining, but there's a slight chill in the air, and like, yeah, I just love life still, and I'm really proud that I can do that after everything, you know. So yeah, without a doubt, that materialistic things are fun, but ultimately they don't mean much, do they, in the end of it? So yeah, had to be happy and content with everything. That for me is what I'm most proud of. So, yeah. I really like this one actually because we've not really spoken about it since we've been, but China was great. Absolutely loved it. Like, what an experience! It was so different, but so the same as here in different ways. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, it was like, oh my god, that reminds me back home, but it's so different too. It was incredible and something I'll remember for the rest of my life. And I think what was really great was Ash didn't even want to go there. He went there because I wanted to, bless him, and he loved it and wanted to go back. And we do want to go back one day, especially now the visa rule has gone. That's amazing. So that'll encourage others to experience China because we hear things and, you know, people have a misconception of it sometimes. But if I'm honest, guys, I've never felt safer. Well, that's a lie. Iceland was amazing. And yeah, but yeah, China was incredible. But the question was, now that you've been to China, do you feel like you've opened Pandora's box to Asia? Abso-friggin-lutely. I mean, I always loved Asia anyway. It was always a place I would love to go. You know, there's so many places I would love to visit there. I would love to visit India. I would love to visit Thailand. So yeah, no, I absolutely would. Would love to experience more of China as well, and Singapore and all those places. Like, they're beautiful and the people are beautiful and it's just so relaxing. And yeah, although it's a busy, large country, it doesn't feel like the hustle and bustle of here. And obviously we experienced Shanghai and Beijing, and I know there's so much more to China than just those two cities, but from what we saw, it was like so calm and so clean and just felt amazing. I thought I would lose weight there, but I didn't. I put a lot on. So yeah, the food's great, the people are great, and yeah, we had an amazing time. So absolutely, in my lifetime, I would love to explore more of Asia and take you guys along with us as well. Let's move on. Let's move on. I think we need a drink break because my mouth is getting dry. So this is your chance to go and grab a snack, grab a drink. Oh, lovely. Let's continue. Okay, Craig Hall. Are you planning on returning to Egypt? I know because of the conflict it's difficult and I've been second guessing returning until some time has passed. So I don't really go into things like that on here, my channel, but we all know what's going on in the world. So I don't really need to go into that. And also, I don't know enough about it to go into it, you know? But there's another question as well that links on, and I'll come back to that, Craig. But won't you miss Egypt this year, from Nikki? So, because I'm not going to Egypt this year at the moment. Like, I've said that like quite a few times now. Not because of the conflict that's going on or anything like that, because as far as I've seen, Egypt is still really safe to visit. Parts of, because there's a part that people often read and they think, I can't remember the name of it, but is it the Sinai or something like that? I don't know. And people were like, oh my god, you can't, but it just says parts of Egypt, and that's been like that for as long as I can remember. It was certainly like it when we visited in 2022. I remember seeing it. So no, that isn't the reason we aren't going. One of the reasons we're going is the fact that we've got so many other trips booked this year for you guys, new places, new experiences for us, that we decided, and it wasn't an easy decision, because we adore going to Egypt. The weather's great, the people are gorge, you know, we love seeing you guys when we visit there as well, but we decided to take a break from it this year. Now, not saying we won't slot a cheeky week in, or a few days, maybe, along the way, who knows. But right now, as it stands, we aren't going to go back to Egypt until next year. Because yeah, I'm really excited to try new things, and the dates just didn't line up otherwise. And as I said, you know, we are stuck because we have a holiday allowance in our jobs. So, you know, we're not just like travelling as much as you guys probably think we aren't. It's just, you know, we are quite good with how we plan things. So we will return to Egypt next year. So, but this year, no. We will miss it. I will miss it. But at the same time, I am really excited as well to see other places and experience new things. And who knows? I mean, I feel like I'm swearing. But we are off to Turkey, the Accra Fethiye, Tui Blue Sensatori. Like, you're seeing it in the next couple of videos. And apparently a lot of people have said that was better. I'm a bit dubious because you know what I'm like with my Coral Sea. But who knows? I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to go in open mind, you know, because who knows? I might prefer it. Don't know. And if I do, I will tell you. And you guys can try it out for yourself. So, yeah, maybe I'll miss Egypt. But right now, no. And yes, Craig, we will go back. Absolutely. Just not yet. So, yeah. Okay. Rossi Lad 07. You know when you go to Coral Sea Resort, what is the best to do there? Well, we love the Ivo Beach. The Ivo Beach is 16 and up. You can go there and it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. The hotel itself though is incredible, but Ivo Beach is like, whoa. Yeah, it's just an amazing experience day that you can book. It is chargeable. I don't know the prices as it stands because obviously we haven't been since September last year. But it's amazing. It's lovely. I think another thing we love there is the Italian restaurant, which is very popular with a lot of people. And I love personally the Tehran on the beach, which isn't so popular with everyone, but I love it because I love the idea of eating on the beach. I think that's lovely. And yeah, I just love it. I love it. I remember that being like breathtaking the first time I went there. I'm like, oh my God, eat on the beach, yes. And it was like Mexican and it was delicious. So probably those. Notice how it revolves around food. But those are my favourites. Whilst we're on holidays, Rebecca, from the reviews, feedback you've seen about the Accra Fethiye, do you think this will top your visits to Coral Sea? By the way, can't wait to start watching the new series as I know how honest you both are on all your opinions of the hotels. So, plot twist here, I don't read any reviews. And I don't really, when I watch like vlogs, I don't really, I'm not always like listening to what like bad points they say or good points. And I know that's like odd because obviously of what I do with videos, but I'm not a hotel reviewer. Do you know what I mean? I am literally just documenting my journey through life and you guys are here along the way. So for me, I don't read reviews. The same as when I watch films, I don't read the reviews, I don't listen. I mean, Spice World the movie is one of my favourite films in the world. And we know what the reviews were on that. But, so yeah, for me, I like to go there, clear mind, see it through my own eyes and just tell you guys what I think when I'm there. And the thing is, as much as we love Coral Sea, Louise, who is a fan of the channel and actually has grown into being so much more to me, truthfully. Yeah, what a strong woman she is. She's amazing. her favourite is Aphrodite Hills in Cyprus. And we can see why, you know, I can see why that's her favourite. It's a stunning hotel, but it wasn't ours. So, do you know what? Just because one person, I think, thinks one way about a place doesn't mean, you know, you will. So I think it's important to have a clear mind with everything, really, in life. Not just, like, hotels, but everything. So yeah, but thank you so much for the question, and thank you for watching the new series and everything. Thank you, it always means a lot, and yeah, like you're giving us your time, which is important, and like really important. Time is a big thing in life, so thank you. Okay. Steve Gent, I think I've said that right. Sorry if I haven't. Been really curious, what action cameras do you use? We use a lot of cameras because we like loads of different angles. I use a DJI Pocket, which is really good. That's what I'm filming on right now. Really good. Little bit pricey, but I was using a Canon previously, which was a lot more pricey than this one. And if I'm honest, it wasn't as good. Like, it was blurry, like it dipped in and out of focus. It wasn't necessarily good at night. So yeah, this one's really good. Ash he likes his GoPro, he likes his DJIs, obviously we use drones. Yeah, so there's a lot out there. They probably end up doing the same thing, but they're our faves, you know? So yeah. Okay, another question. I know you have a booking for 2027 for Coral Sea. Do you think that if you really like the Aquafetier that you could consider cancelling that booking? No, probably not, no. I wouldn't. We don't tend to cancel holidays unless, of course, we had to, then yeah. But ultimately, when we book somewhere, we go because we really want to, you know, we really want to. So if we really liked the Aquafetier, then we'll book it another time to go. So yeah, no, we won't be cancelling anything, no. But yeah. Oh. Da 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 da. Okay. So this is from the Connors, and they've asked a few questions, I think. Love this, mate. I have 2 questions. One from me and one from my wife, if that's okay. Of course it's okay. What does stay happy mean to you right now? Oh, stay happy to me right now means what it always did. You know, being happy with your choices, living your life the way you want to, and through the difficult times, just getting through them in the best way you can. You know, being kind to yourself, that's a huge thing, and we aren't always kind. But I'm learning to love every part of me, truthfully. And I think I'm almost there. Which is good because I've wasted a lot of years not being kind to myself. So yeah, I guess that's what stay happy means to me. And also being kind to others. You know, we never know what they're going through. But that doesn't also mean not sticking up for yourself if you need to. You know, there's plenty of times I've wanted to say, fuck off, to like negativity on this channel. But truthfully, not worth my time. Not worth it. It's not worth it. Look, in life, I always used to think, oh, I want them to like me. I really want them to like me. Why don't they like me? Why don't they like me? You're never going to get everyone to like you. Never. But it's fine. That's fine. Like, I don't like everyone. Do you know what I mean? It's fine. And the people that are just, like, rude, well, oh, that's more their problem, not ours, you know? So oh well, oh well, life's too short, so let them be them and we'll be us. And yeah, just enjoy it. Just enjoy being you, because there's only one of you and there's only one life. One life. Remember that. I always remind myself of that. One life. That ultimately, like, is a huge deal, right? That yeah, one life. One life. What made you decide to lose weight now, as I know you said you love your food, like me, lol. Okay, oh, and he's asked the third question, but to answer that one, what made me decide to lose weight? I just felt it was the right time, truthfully. I felt it was the right time. So I've nearly lost 2 stone now, since February, I'm going to say. And do you know what? For the first time ever, because this isn't my first rodeo, I've lost weight twice before, like 6 stone in weight before, twice. And it all like has gone on over the years and then come off a little bit, then gone on, and yeah. But for the first time ever, I think I've really learned a way to do it that doesn't feel like punishment. It feels like treat and enjoyment. Before I used to like say, no, you can't do that, you can't have that. Until then, like, whereas now it's like every week I have like things that I really want to have and I know they're coming. And that I think is important, because it's, for some people, eating healthy constantly, that's their enjoyment and that's cool, but that's not me. I like fatty foods. I like things that aren't good for you. I like takeaways. So it's about balance, and I hate to say that because people always used to tell me that, but it's true. It is true, and I think I found that balance, and I still enjoy my food, the Connors. I still enjoy it, but last year and the year before was all about, well, actually, if we're going to go really deep, the last 6 or 7 years has been beginning, it was a struggle, and then it was all about, helping my mind, getting that sorted, being kind to my mind, working things out, from the past, and learning about myself, which is something I think we don't always do, but I have done and I will continue to do, because we change and adapt. So yeah, that's why I'm now ready to focus on the outside, really. I'm ready for that, and yeah, I'm getting really good enjoyment out of that. So yeah, long may it continue. And your third question is, if you could go back and talk to... Oh God, these are good. And if you could go back and talk to yourself in 2022 before this, what would you say? Sorry for so many, laugh out loud. We are nosy. Me too. Who isn't? And if you say you're not, you're lying. If I could go back and talk to myself in 2022, what would I say? I would probably say, go for it. Go for it. Who cares? When I started this, I've said this so many times, I was so worried still about what the world would think of me. Why? It's who I am. It's who I am. And that is one thing I always try and do, and I will continue to do. What you see is what you get. Oh, I'm hungry. What you see is what you get. I'll never try and be like someone else. You might see a more, polished version of me sometimes in my videos. I'm not going to F and blind, but it's me. You know what I mean? This is me. And one thing I thought about the other day is I was thinking about you guys, and I was thinking about criticism I've received, because in my old job, you'll hear about that a lot in my upcoming book that's out this July. One thing that always sticks with me, when I began this journey, I was working there, And there was a particular lady there who felt like it was funny or fun to say, oh, go and make another silly little video. Well, guess what? I have, and I will. And I've built a community out of it, so joke's on her. Because to some, this is just another silly little video. But to others it means so much. And the reason why I know that is because other people's content means so much to me. And, you know, I think what's important when you're putting yourself out there on camera is to be yourself. Because if people like you, they're liking you for you. And do you know what? There's no greater compliment than that. Like, you're not liking a version of me. Do you know what I mean? You're liking me for me, or you're hating me for me. But that's fine too. And yeah, sorry, my stomach is rumbling. It is nearly lunchtime when I'm recording this, so that is why I'm like ready for food now. But yeah, I would say to myself, go for it, Jack, and keep going for it. Don't be held back. Yeah, reach for the stars and more. You know, life's too short. One life, people, one life. Yeah, go for it. Okay, another one. How have you lost weight? I knew this would come up because so the series you're seeing right now is obviously the Butlin series. You would have just finished it actually, but the last episode of that Butlin series was filmed like only a few weeks ago, whereas the rest of it was filmed back in February before I began my, you know, diet and everything. So I have lost weight since that one. And obviously on social media I still, you know, post things that are right now. And people have been following my weight loss journey on my Instagram. Like, I've got another Instagram as well, Stay Happy with Jack, where I've been literally documenting it the whole way along, which has been so much fun. So yeah, how have I lost weight? Well, just being better with my choices. It's weird because I've never been a calorie counter, and I'm still not when I treat myself. Like, I don't really look at that. I don't want to be addicted to it. Do you know what I mean? But I'm more like cautious. So like, for example, I love sauces. Like, you know, ketchup, mayonnaise, everything like that. And I can't switch. So I like real mayonnaise. I don't like low fat. I do, but to me it doesn't taste the same. So I've just had less of that and like less snacking. Not that I was a snacker anyway, but like if I was after dinner I'd have like a chocolate bar or I don't know. And my portion sizes have got a lot smaller. So it's literally that. It is literally that. And also treating myself every couple of days. That's also a big thing for me. Because I don't want to slip. And I think if we don't treat ourselves and have what we want when we want it, you probably will slip. Well, I do. I did many times before. So yeah, right now this way is working for me and I'm happy with it. So yeah, it will continue throughout forever probably. Unless of course I decide, oh, do you know what? Let's just eat everything in sight. But yeah, no, happy with it, happy. Okay, do you remember that question I said about earlier? Well, I've left it till last. This is the last question, and I think it's good. It's a good question to end on. So, thank you, Lauren. What's your biggest regret? And you can't say you don't have any. No, do you know what I do? I do have regrets. Like others, I have many regrets in life. But I think one of the main ones I have, truthfully, is not starting this sooner. I wish I'd started it sooner. You know, I thought about it for years and years and years and years and never did it because, and this is where it leads to, I was always worried what everyone else thought. What would they think at work? What would they think at school? What would they think? Who cares? Who cares? I spent so many years caring what others thought. Now, I'm not getting it twisted. I still want people for me to not be a nasty person, you know? We will always care about that, and I think that's a good thing to care about, but, you know, I was worried how people would think I looked, how, you know, oh God, he acts strange, he is a bit weird. Yeah, I am a bit weird, and I love that about me. I love that, you know. Who cares? Who cares? We've all got our own interests. And you know what? When you look on like the social media, when you look on social media, everyone's different, and that's what makes life fun. Why would you want someone the same as you? God, no. Like, we can relate to each other, but no one's the same, and that's what makes the world so wonderful. Like, so yeah, who cares what people think? Trust me, if they don't like me, they'll switch me off, and that's fine too, you know, so who cares? So that's a huge regret of mine, wasting too many years, too much time wasted, but thankfully I'm only 33, I'm nearly 34. Which is so young. So for the rest of my life, I'm gonna do things that make me happy and make others happy as well, hopefully. So, yeah. Okay, guys, that draws us to the end of this Q&A catch-up kind of video. I do like these. It's really fun to just stop, sit, chat, catch up. I should do more of them, shouldn't I? But it's hard sometimes balancing time. And obviously, I like to give you the best when I do my like travel content and stuff, and the videos like that you see. So it's hard to film these like alongside it. But when I do them, they're fun. They're so much fun. So I will definitely try and do more of them in the future. Don't forget, my book is out now, Stay Happy Felix, and Stay Happy Felix Asher's Story, which came out last December. You've also got Stay Happy, The Truth Behind the Smile, which is actually, yeah, it's actually my words as me. It's the book that I've been writing for years, adapted for you guys. No fiction, all fact. Through my lips. Read my lips. That's out July. So, yeah. Also, I know a lot of you have been wondering, is the online store coming back? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I want to do it like right, you know? So it will be coming back. You can grab your hoodies, your merch, your t-shirts and everything very, very soon. I'm just trying to work out how I want to do it, when I want to do it. I've got an idea of when I want to do it. And yeah, stay tuned. It will be coming back without a doubt. I hope I answered your questions, or some of them, as well as I could. I tried to. Yeah, obviously there's more to everyone, isn't there? So if you ever want one of these in the future, feel free to drop more questions to me at any point. That's fine. And I'll just save them up for the next video. But until the next one, have a great day, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll chat to you all very soon. Stay happy, stay positive. And this was one of the questions. Why have you stopped saying this? Why have you stopped saying you love us so much? You used to say you love me so much. And now you only say you love us so much. Well, let me tell you guys, the reasons why I stopped saying it is because I don't love you so much. I love you so much. And I really do. Sorry, guys. Didn't think you guys would notice that. Interesting. But I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.